Top 10 Crazy Facts About the Chinese Coronavirus Outbreak. Hi, I am Sean here, and today we are going to look at top 10 crazy facts about the Chinese coronavirus outbreak. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to get notified about our latest video. The standard euphoria that accompanies another year didn't keep going long in 2020. Between the potential risk of a universal war, powered by the Iran-United States struggle, and the real danger of a coronavirus, the past couple of months have been tense. Let's clear up the confusion. The coronavirus isn't called COVID-19. Rather, COVID-19 is the name of a sickness brought about by the infection. That infection has been named SARS-CoV-2, Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus 2. Consider it like AIDS and HIV. HIV is the infection that causes AIDS. 10. The Corona beer brand was damaged. Talk about misfortune. The Corona lager logo has a crown on it. Corona signifies crown in Spanish and Latin. Fortuitously, the coronavirus got its name from the crown-like spikes on the outside of the infection particles. When a few people initially found out about the new infection, they were confounded and may have related it with the Corona lager brand. They may have even accepted that the infection was spread by drinking the brew. As indicated by YouGov, a British statistical surveying firm, Corona Lager's buzz score, a proportion of the fame of the brand, has dropped from 75 to 51 since the start of 2020. 9. The whistleblower scientist was killed by COVID-19. Coronavirus is attempting to dispose of any witnesses. The irony is that the whistleblower, Dr. Li Wenliang, passed away in the wake of contracting COVID-19. Li, a Chinese doctor who worked at Wuhan Central Hospital, was known for being vocal about the risks of this rising virus. As early as December 30, 2019, Li cautioned individual doctors about the chance of a pandemic. The Chinese police prompted him to quit offering bogus remarks. After Li's sad passing, a major chunk of the Chinese population was disturbed. This led to the trending of hashtags Wuhan government owes Dr. Li Wenliang an apology and we want freedom of speech on Weibo, a Chinese social network. The Chinese government rushed to censor both the hashtags. 8. The coronavirus is deadlier for men. Fatalities in China have happened at a pace of 2.8% for men contrasted with 1.7% for ladies, recommending that men are bound to bite the dust when infected. Although the specific explanation behind this is still unclear, it is accepted to be connected to either the more significant levels of estrogen hormone in ladies or the way that every lady has 2 X chromosomes instead of a man's 1 X chromosome. Both factors add to insusceptibility. 7. COVID-19 has already killed more people than SARS. Chinese coronavirus has already killed more people than SARS, Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome, which was caused by another strain of coronavirus in the early 2000s. A major threat regarding the coronavirus is how easily, and covertly, it can spread. If you are within 1.8 meters or 6 feet of an infected person, you are considered to be at risk. That makes any subway a potential hotspot for contamination. Furthermore, it takes up to 2 weeks for a person to show symptoms. That makes the coronavirus almost as easy to catch as the common cold, but COVID-19 is far more lethal. 6. The coronavirus may also kill the global economy in 2020. The worldwide economy carries on to some degree like a living being, and it began 2020 with an awful bug. As indicated by the World Bank, the underlying projections for worldwide development in 2020 were 2.5%. As indicated by a February 2020 Reuters survey of financial specialists in China, their country's yearly monetary development in the principal quarter of 2020 is on track to decrease to 4.5% from around 6% in the past quarter. Before we proceed with the top 5, if you are liking this video, then hit that like button. Leave a comment below mentioning the craziest fact about the coronavirus. 5. Some people believe that the coronavirus is a bioweapon going rogue. Where there is the internet, there are paranoid ideas. The flood of new cases outside Wuhan, particularly in South Korea and Italy, has driven a few people to be suspicious. The secretive demise of the whistleblower didn't help, either. As per one hypothesis, China built the coronavirus as a weapon. The infection was then discharged to make space for rural expansion. U.S. Senator Tom Cotton additionally blamed the Chinese government for injustice. 4. Like everything else, the virus has become an issue of racism and politics. Wuhan influenza isn't the first episode that started in China. Famously, SARS and the Asian influenza likewise began there. On the dread and vulnerability created by this new pandemic, anti-Chinese feeling has been developing in the previous 2 months. These responses are maybe justifiable yet not sensible. A large portion of the spread to different countries is expected to infect non-Asians visiting China and coming back to their nations as opposed to the opposite way around. Reports of xenophobia against Chinese individuals are getting normal. "Yo, virus boy. Don't infect us," was hollered at a Chinese-Canadian understudy in Vancouver. In another case, the hashtag #ChineseDon'tComedo Japan was trending on Twitter among Japanese users. Then again, the Chinese government lying about the infection isn't improving the situation much. 3. You are not immune even after surviving the first encounter with the coronavirus. Would lightning be able to strike at similar spot twice? Sadly, with regards to the coronavirus, a similar standard applies. Let's state you got the infection and you recovered successful. You are fine, isn't that so? Actually no, not so much. Recently, a Japanese lady was determined to have COVID-19 for the second time. That news is terrible since it makes the development of a viable vaccine less feasible. 2. Did it all start with bats, snakes, or even pangolins? Now, numerous individuals have caught wind of the most likely inception of the coronavirus, bats. China has gained notoriety for having an impossible-to-miss wet markets as wild creatures can be purchased and eaten. One local delicacy incorporates a supposedly delicious, and very dreadful, bat soup. 2 other potential offenders incorporate snakes and pangolins. Be that as it may, these animals are served everywhere throughout the world since they are viewed as a delicacy. It makes you feel that this entire disaster could have been averted if individuals would leave the wild creatures alone. 1. A virus-detecting giant robot was roaming New York. In the event that you were in New York toward the beginning of February 2020, you may have come across a robot. This computerized paramedic was made by Promobot, a Pennsylvania-based organization. The droid was being tried in and around parks. Supposedly, the 5-feet-tall robot could screen for the coronavirus by meandering the roads inquiring people as to whether they had fevers. So that's it. Please stay safe at home and maintain social distancing rules. Do subscribe to get more such content weekly.